Check, 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 check. Alright, bird party, bird party, bird party. 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 Alright, okay, let me pull that back just a little bit so you don't get that exciting echo. Alright, okay, let me pull that back. Now let me check this real quick. Sick. Okay, I had a chat with a friend and I was kind of like super nervous about it because it's kind of hard to describe when someone asks you how you make music. It's hard for you to really decide what you're doing. Like, what do you do? Like, that's like someone being like, how do you run? How do you walk? You know, like I've been making music for a while now, so I kind of lose track of stuff sometimes. But um, and then we can delete these. I'm actually gonna take the limiter. Just turn the look ahead up for no reason, mostly for later, and put this on transparent. And actually, I've been liking 200. I've been liking 175, 250. So like, and we're just gonna run the transients all the way to the back. Don't care. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring that back only because 60% is fine. I'm just being stupid. But first things first, let's break this bad boy out here. Let's get ourselves to 122. Or if this bad boy, okay, so let's see what the vibe is. Because I'm an idiot, it's 124. And if it's already 124, that means I'm gonna produce at 126. Whoops, I clicked that by accident. Okay, 126. But it's 124 actually. Check this. but I think if I'm gonna say this is from scratch, and I'm actually gonna set a marker because I suck. And don't mind me. I'm about to just crinkle some paper over here for relaxation purposes. I just like rubbing paper together. It just makes me feel better about things. I hear the birds. I hear paper crinkling. It's just amazing. Helps me really, really relax. But also get focused because I'm committing to making a tune from scratch. Don't mind the clicks and the pops. I'm just reattaching some of my audio inputs and outputs for fun. Okay, so first things first, I got to lock this up here, which is my chat. It's the end all be all. Then we're gonna come over here and we're going to let's go purple. Let's go purple. And yeah. Oh shit. I don't have the black side stuck in here. Hold on. I literally have a sample pack that I. Ugh. Okay, that'll pop up in a sec. Alright. So let's break out MDD. And it's about time to get shit rolling. And then let me actually quit out of Spotify. Yeah, my computer just opens stuff up for no reason. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Let me tell you guys what I'm doing with that. I'm about to send. This is about to get really weird soon. I'm kind of trying to experiment with something. So, this might be a little bit more heavy. But, shit. Okay, good. So, this is going to actually be the. No, I'm going to. Well, that technically would modify it. No, I think I'm gonna. I'm just playing around, guys. So if you're not interested, please. And the main thing that I'm trying to accomplish is this MIDI is about to take the MIDI from Cthulhu. So we're gonna set this in. It's gonna be Cthulhu. Cthulhu, and I'm hoping that that MIDI snake is affecting Cthulhu in some way, shape, or form, because that's really what my hope is. And we're gonna go and find operator, because that's pretty much the most comfortable synth I work with. And okay, let's see if we can get some of the art presets going.
This one's about to get a revamp. One more. One more. Alright, so we got 3 stakes. We got a click, we got a kick. Let's take that bad boy out of there. Let's turn that to white. Alright, I gotta do a little bit of promo on this stream because I suck. Real talk, I'm the worst. I hope you guys don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Cause that shit is that foo-foo lame shit. Gratata. And it's like one of those things where you're like, should I tell everyone I'm on stream? Like, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, this sucks. No one cares. So, I live in this world where I basically, like, I really don't care, but at the same time, I, like, kind of have to pretend to care because if I want shit to happen, I have to have some sort of emotional involvement, right? Like, so let's check this. I don't really like that. I like that. Alright, I do like that. That's gonna be like a crane. What's all this, Roach?
Yeah, dude, he was waking him up, and then he finally got back to his family, and they were like, dude, Peter, you are the most powerful of us all, bro. Like, remember, or else we're done.
Just gotta find the key to this cake real quick.
Oh, you're fine. I don't give a shit.
Then this virus would kill us all. Peter, you need to remember.
my god, guys. Kick ass is epic.
This big black dude is like, who the fuck?
Oh, dude, that is one fucking taster.
We shouldn't laugh at that.
I know.
All of us, we shouldn't laugh at that. That's not funny.
It is.
It's not funny.
Justin.
Now, hey girl, we always keep our bags right.
Put a water in my mouth. Nice shot, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice shot, by the way. Like, yeah, you just smoked that dude from like. Look at her. She's literally stealing all their Justin. She's stealing all their cash.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part about the Chronicles, where he's like, yeah, they just steal shit. I'm gonna set yourself up for something else, Mom. Get some pasta.
We're grinding herbs to cook.
Lots of cooking going on.
We're gonna make
meatballs.
Yeah, we're gonna make some meatballs.
I am making meatballs, bitch. We're about to do the last fucking hour, dude.
jurisdiction's ass.
God can yell at us. You can not.
Yeah, fuck you very much, babe. Just do it, okay? I'll suck it a little. Where's Cody? He's late. Thank you, Cody. We appreciate your cooperation. Let me on now. State all the names and addresses. I don't need nothing to know. You and your face in the go fast wherever you want. Hey, there's some very bad people in town. Really nasty individuals.
What a douche.
I agree with the black dude, unfortunately. I'm like, you did kind of like turn your child into a child. Your kid's a child soldier.
Like what Batman did to Robin.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're like, dude.
He's like, I don't fuck you, but I dress you up in a weird ass outfit, and I love that whole stand up bit.
Yeah.
Yo, Eric, my brother and I watched this stand up comedian. Oh yeah. I'll put that on right now. Sorry, I just saw that. But Heenus, my brother and I saw this stand up. Do I follow you on SoundCloud? I feel like I do. Oh my god, you made a Zelda Techno remix? No, you didn't. Do I follow you? I feel like I do. What? Oh, maybe I followed you on Staying on Stardust, but not. Yeah.
Not your actual.
Not Black Site, but I followed him on the SC. Oh, I cut the mic volume down usually when I play other people's tracks, but I'll put it back up higher for sure. I can fix that later. Jacob, you should check out the homie, cause that bangs. Oh, dude, I'm losing some. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so first things first, we actually gotta process this first guy right here. Jacob and Eric, this plugin right here that I'm about to use to make the clap called Palmas, this is free. You use Ableton, it's a Max for Life plugin. You just download it. Just put in Palmas, Max for Life, download it, drop it in, save it. But this is worth it. Definitely a standby in my
Yeah.
clap arsenal. Yo, Jacob, check this trick out. You can change the transient of a track. If you drop an EQ3 on it and you just play with these two knobs, the transient will start changing. excited for you to come back, Jacob. I'm about to show you something. I don't know if you own any Waves plugins, but I can get you some discounts if you're interested. But this comes with Waves, plugins. That's a free rack, but actually, I'm about to just use one plugin. I'm gonna go C4. C4 is a lovely. The interface isn't that pretty, but oh, Ableton just crashed on me, motherfucker. Yeah, Jacob, yo, my Ableton just crashed on me. Son of a bitch.
Put the gun down, Vic. It's Chris.
Jacob, can you hear the birds?
Chris is written in. It's not red mist. You gotta worry about it. He isn't just some geek dad.
God damn, dude. I hate when Ableton crashes. That's like
What does he do?
the worst, man. The worst.
God damn, just sit down.
Give me like 2 minutes.
What the hell is that?
But Jacob, I was gonna do a giveaway today, and it was between you and Eric. Oh no. I have an outdoor studio. There's a ceiling, like I'm protected from rain and stuff, but it's basically open. It's like a Thai hut. No, I prefer to work as close to outside. My other studio used to be on the river in DC by Anacostia. I like being by nature. Like, if a car could drive past my studio, that's a shitty studio location. Someone should be properly lost before I hear their car roll up near my house. And that's how I like it. Yeah. Yeah, Jacob, actually, before everything got crazy, I went out to DC. I moved from downtown DC to the woods in Virginia. I'm not trying to be too political, but I will say the fact that I left DC because DC doesn't care about the people who live there. And it was pretty obvious when I left, and now it's only more obvious. As well as the fact that, like, DC's music scene is interesting. This project is taking forever to reopen. Jesus Christ. Come on. I'm gonna force quit this. Sorry, Jacob. This is probably the worst stream I've had to date. It's embarrassing. It's like, why? Jacob, do you, how old are you? $22? Oh, okay. Jacob, you're the same age that I actually started making music. Like, when I was 18, I started making music in other softwares. And then about the time that I turned 21 was when I was in college, and one of my roommates, at the time, was a DJ. We were like, yo, this dude's the best DJ we know. Like, this dude's crazy. Like, I can't believe he's not blowing up. And then next thing we know, dude's like literally touring with Skrillex in England. And our other roommate, he got signed to A-Track's label Fool's Gold. He still produces for them. His name's Mado. It was like it was like game changing for me to see, as a person who had only basically been playing like live jazz gigs, like memorizing music, improvising, playing live shows. Jacob, this is frustrating for me as well. Okay, just know that. I like I really appreciate you being in here. Eric, you too. It's something I pride myself on, that this kind of stuff doesn't happen. So when it happens, it's like embarrassing. Like most likely, I will delete this stream after it happens because this shit kills me. Makes me want to fucking shoot myself. It's fucking terrible. Ugh. But Jacob, yes, you are young. You're old, but you're still young. Like you're still in that window. Oh my god, yes, it's working. Jacob, you're still in that window where like, dude, I'm so jaded. And I mean, I'm a black man and I hate the world we live in. And so that has a part to do with it. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of that has to do with the fact that I just live in a world where where a lot of the times I make stuff that's, as an A&R and a mixing and mastering engineer, I know what can sell, and then when I send a tune that a label could sell and they say no, it's frustrating for me because I know I sell these tracks on other labels. But whatever. You're still at the point, where you're doing good work always. And so we're gonna stay away from waves because that keeps on crashing, and I'm gonna send a support. Okay, so but the clap actually has to be somewhere down here. Jacob, I think it's. Oh, yo, Jacob, why the frowny face? Why the frowny face? I'm a little bit jaded, but at the same time, that's not that bad, dude. That's just something I know and I have to deal with. And roll that over to the track real quick. Oh shit. I'm doing? I'm just basically mapping everything on the ADSR to one knob, and I'm basically controlling. I want to create two states. One that's aggressive on the attack and has no sustain and release, and one that has a little bit less attack and more of a sustain and release. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I have to save this right now. Ableton is just dying. Jacob, I'm so sorry. Eric, I'm so sorry. Everyone else on the stream, I apologize. This is fucking embarrassing. I have no idea why my computer's CPU is peaking at 34% right now. I'm gonna start freezing and flattening stuff, and we're just gonna keep it moving. We're gonna call this Eric Collab, because that's who I'm gonna send it to when I'm done with it.
Ready to go again?
Absolutely not. Don't just say fine and then shoot me in the chest, because it's not cool. Like at all.
Okay.
Guys, my brother just refuses to tell me what's going on.
After her dad died, his old partner.
But I love him, because Kick-Ass 2 is actually probably a better movie.
This backpack, but steal from the 6-year-old?
Mark struck her off every day. As soon as he was gone, so was she.
How's my CPU running that high? It's fucking crazy. Okay, hold on.
As long as there are criminals to take down.
I'm gonna freeze and flatten this.
No matter how many drug dealers she stopped.
Jacob, I seriously love you for just sitting and watching. It's fucking crazy.
Way too dangerous.
I got a giveaway planned. I might just give it to you and Eric.
I had no idea what I wanted.
I had some merch I was gonna send out. Both y'all in Europe. I planned on having to send them to like as far as Australia because I have a couple followers who are in Australia. But yeah, y'all are closer. So I might send y'all some merch. Yeah, Jacob, for real. Stick around for a little bit longer, and I'll announce some of the merch giveaways. I got some stickers. I got I got these. I tested them out. They both work. I got this is a terabyte. It's a terabyte. It is a solid state external hard drive. It is super fast. And I was planning on giving 2 of them away on this stream. I promoted it pretty hard on my socials, but like no one really showed up. But I told people I was giving this shit away, so I'm giving this shit away. I don't want to be that dude who's like, yo, yeah, I'm doing a giveaway on my stream, and then like nobody shows up. And I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever, and I just never give anything away. That's some bullshit. So I got 2 of these. It's a terabyte solid state hard drive, external. It's dumb fast. I can compare it to here. Let me compare it to something. Here, look. This is it compared to a pack of zigzag papers, dude. Look. That's how fucking small. Let me make sure. Yeah, look. That's how fucking small this shit is. It's a tiny ass. It's a tiny ass terabyte. This is it's lighter and is more compact than my wallet. And I copped like a couple extra of these to give away, man. Oh yeah, Jacob. You could put Ableton on this. That's how fast that drive is. Some software will only let you put it on an external if it can run at a 1-to-1 speed, like a pretty fast speed, and this is that kind of drive. So, Yeah, it looks like Jacob and Eric lucked out because it was gonna be a contest, but now it's 2 drives for 2 viewers,
Gave me a sense of purpose.
which is kind of wild. Because I bought myself one. I bought a bunch, and then I was like, these are too tight. I kind of want one. So I bought them for the giveaway,
All the other people putting on
and then I was like,
we were trained to
yo,
do it.
I want one of these, but I don't want to be a dick. And I posted all that shit on my socials being like, I'm giving 2 of these junks away. So it was like, well, I guess. Jacob, bro. I'll send that shit to Poland. I'll send that shit to fucking Atlantis, my dude. To fucking, yeah, Jacob. I'll send that shit to him. Don't worry. Eric and Jacob, just DM me your addresses. I feel like every time I do it, I'm laughing right now because it's like hilarious, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, the people who are in my stream who are here for the giveaways, if everyone else doesn't show up, then whoever's here, which is Jacob, because he's always on my fucking stream, gets free gear, gets free software. Like, yo, if people are sleeping, that's their problem. I was talking with my brother about this just a second ago, where he was like, are you about to give this shit to Jacob again? And I was like, yeah, dude, he's here. I do this shit once a month. I do a giveaway. No one shows up except for Jacob and Eric, sometimes Topher. Like, shit, dog. I'm about to just, yeah, send you guys these. These are sick, though, dude, I'm telling you. Look at this. Look at this in the palm of my hand. It's smaller than the palm of my hand, Jacob. It's fucking crazy. Look at this. This shit's tiny, man. I have girl hands. I'm about 6 feet tall, but my hands are tiny. I got like porn star girl hands. I'm telling you. You're gonna dig that external. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This shit's so fast too. Like when I'm like, oh, let me just drop something onto it. It's like, boom. Oh, let me pull something off. All right. Fuck. It's just Jacob. I mean, it's just one of these situations where I'm like, yo, I'm doing giveaways. I'm gonna do it like an angry Facebook post today and just be like, yo, I got a bunch of friends in America, and apparently the only dude who shows up to my stream is my homie Jacob. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, and so I actually want to map the volume of this, the white noise, to something, and this is gonna be edit, and we're gonna call this son of a bitch. I clicked the wrong button. We're gonna rename that white, and we're going to map that so -22 is actually the top. And we're just gonna start pulling it down. Yo, Jacob, I have a serious family friend in Australia who I send stuff to like once a month, like stickers, T-shirts, merch. And the giveaway today was 2 T-shirts from my catalog, which are arriving, I think. What are we at? The 6th, so they're like a week away. And so when those arrived, and my stickers arrived like Monday, so 3-4 days from now. I was about to put like 5 stickers, a couple shirts, and the hard drives in separate packages and just send them. And it's like, why? Yo, Jacob, it's just like, yo, I'm fucking tired of telling people I'm doing giveaways, and no one shows up. And I do and people win, and it's like, whatever. Like, I'm like tired of being like upset that no one shows up, If that makes sense. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, yo, I post this across all my social media, and I'm about to give away some shit that this driver, this shit costs like, I don't even know how much it fucking cost. My label paid for it, but I think they're like $70 a pop, or like 150. I can't remember, but whatever. But Joe, Jacob, I don't care about more viewers. I'm like, oh, dude, okay, Day Off Records. Actually, Jacob, if you don't mind, would it be cool if I played a track that my label dropped recently? We, uh, we, uh,
I'm the whitest pimp ever.
That's the idea. Take it nice right. I'm not all that much.
Are you sure I should be doing for that mic here?
That's the point. Kick-ass isn't the costume. Kick-ass is who you really are. David Lazuski.
we,
Well, my mask is TK thing.
That's hilarious that you found Toby that way. So, the gentleman on the left is Ian, and the woman on the right is Christina, and they are married, and they make some of the best music I've ever heard. I chat with them as much as I can. I had a Zoom call with Christina earlier today, talking about how I do drum processing, and then a couple days ago we just Zoom chatted just to see how they were doing. But this is what they made. Kids, don't do this at home. It's not good for you. You slowly die. Okay, so the white, I want a little bit more release, and a little bit less of this, and I want this to almost be down here, like so. Dude, I'm so stupid. I muted myself for a second because I was banging on my desk and I forgot to bring it back up, Jacob. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Yo, and I feel like Jacob, you, I got like 3 other followers who hit me, but that's it. Everyone else I got through Topher. Like, literally, I checked on Twitch and did statistics, and 55% of my followers come for Topher's chat. Did you hear that? Isn't that insane? Topher plugs me so hard that half of my followers are from Topher. Just like, what the fuck? Such a nice guy. I'm over this. Yo, let's do dude, what's that movie where it's like the fake heist where they no, it's Billy Bob Thornton and the other guy are like robbers. Oh, yeah. Yo, Jacob, I just hit you with a mod, but that's more just to make sure that you get VIP features in the future. Like, you don't have to subscribe to me. I'm about to just give you, like, a ton of extra features as a mod. Yeah, this one. White neighbors? Yo, Drew, come say what up to Bluefo, aka Jacob. You have to put your head right here. Yo, this is my twin brother, Jacob. We make music together, but I mostly stream, and my brother DJs and takes my live gigs, and he does like a lot of the production stuff with me behind the scenes.
I have a belly button.
We both have belly buttons.
What up?
Yo, Google's been, aka Jacob's been like really rocking my streams, and it's like, Drew, I took my check, and I bought a couple of these for a giveaway for the stream. Yo. No, he's in Poland. And I copped a bunch of these, and it's like hilarious. Yo, he was like laughing right now. And I copped a bunch of these for a giveaway, and I tweeted it everywhere, and it was all this shit. It was like, yo, Eric was nice enough to basically help me buy some shit to give away on my stream to help me get more followers. And I got 2 followers, and I'm giving away 2 hard drives. I got 2 viewers. It's my dude Eric from Spain and Jacob. So I'm like, they both are just getting hard drives and some stickers and t-shirts. It's like fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed that like some of my friends didn't tune in. Jacob, yo, I don't have to pay for the hard drive. I'm literally paying shipping. I think I can handle that. I think I can handle that shit. I think I can. I think I can afford shipping to another country. I'm 30 years old. I hope that I have enough money in my bank account. Thank God and thankfully during this time I work from home mostly. I have lovely people like Topher who pay me for mixes, all kinds of shit like that. I mean, Topher, I do some work for him for free as well, but I mean, most of my clients pay. Um, Cause that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, why did I set up this giveaway if I couldn't afford to send it to people who won the contest? That's like, what kind of fucking dude am I if I'm like, oh, okay, you guys won the contest. You gotta pay for me to send it to you. Like, what? Jacob, get the fuck out of here. I gotta get back to working on this track. Just arguing with you about how I'm gonna send this shit to you for like 20 minutes. That's a waste of time, dog. Get out of here. I need more. I want more from that white. I want more from that white. I think I'm gonna go back in the mapping and pull the release back to like 250. I'm gonna pull the volume up to like 12. And I'm gonna cut this back. Yeah, Drew, it's like I've been talking with Jacob about this shit right now, and it's like Eric sent me like 7 of these. I asked him if I could do a giveaway and if he could help me. He said yeah. He said buy 7 with my account, and I was like, I'm giving 2 away for the contest, and no one showed up except for 2 people. Don't they win those? Aren't they the winners? Like, isn't that how that shit works? It's like if you give if you have a contest giveaway, and it's like it's kind of silly, but
It's not silly. It's what we showed up.
yeah, it's like I mean I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Jacob, like yo, except I promoted that shit. I paid for Instagram posts and all kinds of shit, being like I'm doing a giveaway, blah 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 blah. Nobody showed up except for you and Eric. Which is hilarious because Eric probably didn't know about the giveaway either because I don't think I put it on Instagram. And I think he only follows me on Instagram, or we only follow each other on Instagram. Koofle, you got Instagram? Jacob, you got Instagram? Drop the link in the chat. I'll follow you. Jacob, you got an Instagram? No, not my Instagram. Jacob, yours. Jacob, I know what my Instagram is. You silly. I love you. That's hilarious. You just like tagged. You just like. I'm dead. I'm dying right now. Yo, that's fucking hilarious. Yo, I asked this dude for his Instagram, and what he did is he goes in the hotkeyed Nightbot, the bot I programmed, to post my Instagram, and I'm like, bro, I don't need my Instagram. I know that shit by heart. Jacob, you're hilarious. Alright, so Jacob, you got access to this plugin. So, Jacob, are you on Mac or PC? Jacob, Mac, PC? I bet you're on a PC. So, the easiest way to accomplish this, regardless of what you're using, is to make sure both these are at 0, and then to decide on what you want. This is hitting between -6 and 8. I'm gonna put it at, I'm gonna add, let's say it's hitting at 6. I want to give it 6 more dB, so I'm just gonna give it 7 dB. So we're gonna set this to -7. We're gonna set this to 7. And you see, we can start pulling those up. And then if I hold Alt or Option and I start sliding these up, it moves them together. And I'm just gonna pull that until I see it touch 4. And now it's time to just go deeper. We're gonna go really deep attack. We're gonna go really deep release. We're gonna go heavy ratio. We're gonna go full makeup. Jacob, real talk. You were seriously the best, for real. I'm about to send you a fucking external hard drive, clean screen printed T-shirt with some like wild ass logos, another one with some wild ass logos, some stickers. Yo, I got you. I'm not fucking with you. Apologies. I'm not trying to offend you at all. All right, so PC, you hit Alt and hold that. But the lead is like really what we have to develop. And Drew knows, because Drew and I make shit 24/7 all day. Drew makes fire tunes, and basically all we do is fix the Drew, what do you call shit that's not drums? Yeah, no, not drums. Like, what is that? Like, instrumentals? I guess, yeah. So basically, Drew and I work on the instrumentals together, and then Drew basically does like a bunch of drums. Basically, Drew runs his own Splice account, and I like dip in there. So he works on shit, and then I pull from there, and I work on shit, and then when we get gigs, Drew basically holds down most of the he deals with like the booking and promo and shit, and I just deal with like what would it be called? Like, I just make sure the gear's updated and shit. But Drew does all the playlists. Drew does all the promo, like through Instagram and Facebook and stuff. So y'all should follow him too, because this is not a one-man team. Drew does probably more work. If someone was like, oh, yo, I saw y'all live, like, it was probably Drew. It probably wasn't me. Most of the time I play, like, what was that time, Drew, when you and me and Mark played? I think I played 15 minutes every time Mark booked us. I think he played like an hour. But yeah, I'll play like 15 minutes, man. And Drew will play like a full... Jacob, Nightbot is a spammer, but at the same time, it's only because my views are so shitty. If I had like 10 viewers and a couple of us were actually, or like 15 viewers and we were talking to chat, every 10, 15 minutes, that wouldn't be a big deal. It's just that I literally suck and no one wants to see what I'm up to. But if you saw what I'm doing, I'm basically just pushing the shit out of the top end, and I'm going to add some ambience, and then I'm actually going to go and find distance. Jacob, distance is free. Use it. Okay, Jacob, watch me. I'm about to set up a rack using a multi-band limiter. So we're going to go in here, we're going to audio effect racks. We're going to select audio effect rack. We're going to slide it in front. Hold on. We're going to slide that in front. Alright, hold on. We're just going to open that shit up. There we go. We're going to put that in front. We're going to find channels. And so what we're going to do is we're going to open up. This is one of the fastest ways, Jacob, to create a 3-band setup in Ableton. So, first things first, can you see what's popping up on the multiband? That means we need a gate. there's something from the filters and whatever, so we're just gonna cut the bottom. We're just gonna pull it up until we see it not moving, and then that's fine. Alright, so back to the effect track. So we're gonna call this a HML split. And so if you take this, you have a channel that has a multiband on it. Duplicate it twice. You have 3 channels. So now what you do is you take the bottom one, you call that L. This one will be M. And this one will be H. Yo, Jacob, I'm so happy that you have distance and Palmas. You're about 90% ahead of most people. But Jacob, are you following me? Do you see what I'm doing? So I have a multiband that I've created in triplicate. And so on the low, I will take the low and I'll solo it. And I'll take the mid and I'll take the mid and I'll solo it. And I'll take the high and I'll take the high and I'll solo it. So now each band is now corresponding to actually the band and the compressor. But at the same time, we have to map them so that we move them, we can control the bands. Because right now they're just feeding straight through. We have no control. Like if I move this one, it won't change this one, and it won't change this one. So what we have to do is open this up to open the macro settings, and then we map. And we're going to go high to low always. So we're going to go high, top mapping, map here. We're going to go mid, top mapping, map here. We're going to go low, top mapping, map here. Then we're going to go top to bottom again. We're going to go high, low mapping, map here. Mid, low mapping, map here. Hold on. Low mapping, map here. And then we're going to go low, actually, low mapping, map here. And so now we can control the crossovers on all 3 bands with these 2 macros. Okay, sick. So Jacob, I'll shut up and I'll calm down a little bit on how I'm explaining it. But the whole point of what I'm doing for this is because this setup is actually going to be controlled. Let me pull to the front of this. So let me cut that, S1, compressor, report crash, let me close that can be closed, all these reverbs. Okay, so that drum bus was only there to add that to 15.15, okay, and then that's cool. We'll leave distance open. And then we can close this. Another reverb. You see how I'm just continually pushing the reverbs on this? Because I'm trying to create a specific amount of depth. Jacob, I'm sure you've seen a tutorial on what I just did. But the whole point of that is the sound that I like when I dropped it on the distance. When I put this distance on and dialed it, that sound, I really only want it on the high and the mids. So I'm going to just drag it over to the highs. Then I'm going to click this. I'm going to hit Option or Alt. And I'm going to drag it over the mids. And then now the lows will still get no, of that plugin. But the top and the middle will. And then I can dial the mids back a bit. And then I can go in here and take something like a utility device on the highs. And I can just spread it. to one like 60, and I can take something and drop it on the lows, and I can make it mono. Like this. And then now I've created a very complex texture within one instrument. So the lows are very mono, the mids are a little bit spread, and the highs are very spread. And the highs will be very spread because I'm about to put an S1 imager on there and get them real wide. After I put them a little bit wider with utility, I'm going to put them even wider.
You're wider.
Drew says you're wider. Jacob, specifically you, that you're wider. Drew thinks you're wider.
Dude, these meatballs are gonna be fucking noise. Noise!
This country, you're innocent until proven guilty, so no matter what you hear about Mr. Short.
Jacob, do you ever work in this view, or do you mostly work in the other one in Ableton? Jacob, no. We're just my brother and I are both a little bit drunk, so we're just talking shit. Like literally, like wider means nothing.
Yeah.
Like wider actually means nothing. We're just literally talking shit to each other and you. It's just like bullshit. Like it's just like when someone's like, "You're fat," and you're like, "No, you're fat."
It's better
Oh.
when they say something that's a word that doesn't make any sense.
So Jacob, check this out. I work in this one a little bit more.
She gets kind of crazy.
Okay, I got you.
Well, this pop the cutie mattress we got right here.
Pop the peep, man. We got right here.
And durable. Do you mind if I try it? No, go ahead.
Yeah, Jacob, we're just on some dumb shit for real. Yeah, turn that up. Turn that up.
Also
Yeah.
mention there's a 100% money back guarantee on this. Yeah. Who got that good D? I got that good D. Yeah. No, it's too hard. Do you have anything softer? Of course.
Of course.
Who's got that good D?
I got that good deal. It's too soft.
Natural lake class mattresses. It's on sale too. Due at $1,200. Can I try it?
Yes. He's like, he wants that.
Who got that good D? I got that good D. Who got that good D? I got that good D. Okay, well, it's a little pricey. I ain't gonna lie to you. But no problem. You got other choices. This is a great mirror bone mattress. Right here. It's a little cheaper. Can I try it out?
Can I try? I like how he stutters when he said try it out.
You know how to go. When number 8 bangs.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Jacob, basically you can arrange it so you can kind of do a little bit of arrangement. So like you're like boom, all right,
So, try to set up here for
all right. I got the lead rolling.
Looks like I have here just the
Vibes, vibes, vibes. Oh, Jacob, I don't even. That is a dragon.
Charlie Sanders, how does it feel? I want to say something that's fun to watch it. Yo, you can do anything. Anything's possible. The world is yours. Charlie, did you think that game's going to Right now, they're saying that anyone who invested with Mr. Shaw has been defrauded, and more than likely, it's all gone. There is no pension. I'm sorry.
How did you find it?
The guy's the best in New York, and he promised he could triple our portfolio.
So they're gonna get our money. I mean, the guy had billions of dollars,
Of
right?
course, it's just a matter of time, so we have to stay patient and be positive, because
Thanks, Jacob. So now that we got this lead set up, it's time to set up a nice little base. So we're gonna do something that's in this range. Boom, boom, boom. Drop that down. We're gonna drop. Jacob, you'll like this because we're gonna drop this bad boy serum on here.
We're 65 stories up. How do we get out of here?
And we're gonna turn that off. We're gonna first. I like to move this just for purposes
Sold at auction with the rest of your belongings.
down in here. So that's a proper bass tone. If you hear it, this is what it sounds like when it's too low. Can't hear anything.
Sir, Mr. Shaw,
This is what it sounds like when it's too high. It has like a proper tone. What you want is something that fills the bottom
they wouldn't do that, sir.
properly heavy. And we're gonna take the attack out. Something in the 55 range, and we're gonna pull this back,
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget the rules.
and then we're gonna pull the release out, and we're just gonna like let this kind of glide
Why'd you let him
until
go
it
in?
sets good.
You made that crack about the hell spinning in his coffee? You want to hurt him. No, I want to hurt him.
So that sounds good. All right. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that distortion
I'm out of line. I'm sorry. I have balls.
diode. We're gonna pull this back to nothing. We're gonna take the compression. We're gonna put multi-band on it. We're gonna pull this back to nothing.
Well, maybe next time we'll
And that's it.
learn.
And then we're gonna play it
Jobs, man.
with the kick.
Just most guys from your watching this break.
Most girls.
And the first thing we want to do is take this volume until it sits with the kick better. Okay, that feels pretty good. Now let's start sliding these in.
So, when do you think you'll be getting the money back?
got a little bit of bottom on that. We need EQ the top of that. Really. It's embarrassing. So we're gonna hit this with a preset that I like, and then we're gonna break out Pro Q3. After this loads, so we're gonna go multiband. Time to freeze this. Now let's save this.
Relax, you're not using your hand.
Hey, Carolyn. Josh. Hey. So, you're evicting me this morning. My wife already took the kids, wants a divorce, so if you need me, I'll be living in this box.
Can I ask you a question? You're a Wall Street guy. When did Shaw realize it was over?
10 months, maybe a year. I heard he was interviewing lawyers over the summer.
So if he took someone's money a few months ago?
I needed the cash to keep up appearances. Throw his famous Labor Day party at the beach. At a certain point, it isn't about securities fraud. It's about catering.
Oh, this fits you on 59. You go to the penthouse. Oh, this is gonna be good. Don't get up.
Whoa, where do you think you go? We're just gonna get the trash and the breakfast order.
This told me.
What tone? Who gives a shit about my tone? Are you some kind of tone master? I'm gonna ask you one time, okay? So they think really hard. Why'd you take Lester's money?
He came to me, he asked me to invest, and I did. It was a favor.
$73,000, babe. Everything you know.
Did Lester ask you to help me?
Mr. Shaw, a few hours ago, Lester
Want some
said
meatball? It's really hot, dude. It's hot. Like, drink the yeah.
Gosh, you need to listen to me. The FBI is lying to you.
Josh, put down the glove.
For Christ's sake, don't do anything you can't undo.
We went up there for Lester. Lester's job is waiting for him when he gets out. Meanwhile, the rest of you can watch out in the building right now.
Lester trying to kill himself. You got any chases over here? No, damn, I'm pushing 2 hours right now. I think I got another hour left. It's not supposed to be there. Okay.
Yeah. Shock news that all becomes 3 months ago. 20 million.
Damn, Jacob, it's 2 a.m. Why are you even watching me stream, dude? Seriously, like, I don't get it. this back to like 7-ish. Take this base load extender, take that, take the makeup down. We're gonna go to Redux, and we're gonna go soft. We're gonna go 1.13. And now it'll cut a little bit more downsampled, and it's a little bit more compressed and saturated. So I'm gonna take it right down.
Yeah, good girl.
Let's find the hi-hat, and we're gonna pull that from the
Yes,
track
you are.
with the EQ.
Yes, you are.
Hey! What are you doing? What are you doing? Shut up. Every movie is so fucking funny. Take the walk. Don't do it. Leo, come here. Watch me work. Leo, watch me. Leo has to watch me work. Everyone say hi to my dog. Except he refuses. Look at him. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. Yo, have a good night, Jacob. Oh. Alright, top to LFO tool sausage fattener every track just one more time. So
He's so good. Mom, when coronavirus happened, they were like, oh, there's not going to be another movie, a Marvel movie, with him in it for a long time. So
What?
so it was like, do what you do. You know what I mean? For like 45 seconds.
okay, same with the serum base. Just gonna do the sub. And then the lead, we're gonna throw that on. Top loop, we're just basically tightening everything. We can always make it wider after, but I'm just trying to tighten everything a little bit so when I check the mix and mono, I kind of have an idea of what the spectrum is like, because I'm kind of tightening everything a little bit. Okay, so that pair of sausage fattener flat and a S1, that is just that .91 that's been thrown on every track. Not buses. Oh fuck, it's not supposed to be buses. God damn it. It's not supposed to be on the buses, it's only supposed to be on the tracks. Track. Not on the bus. Okay. So that should get a clap too. And then I'll throw the low kick up, maybe. Let's see what the low kick just sounds like with that guy. I like that. It's subtle. And when I start doing some elemental stuff, it'll pop more. Jacob, thanks for tuning in. Who else is here? Jacob and Jacob, Eric, Yeller, fucking True G's.
Alright, what's going on? You ain't a wire, some kind of police undercover shit? No, I'm not a cop. Oh, you brought me out here for some kind of freak shit.
Honestly, I gotta call it. My mom's on one, and I gotta take these dogs out and some other shit. But thank you, y'all rock.
Man in the suit, talk almost every morning. Come you bail me out.
Send me those addies, and I'll send you those
You might be willing to help. Hey, shit, I ain't in the
hard drives. Cause real talk, if